So going back to our roots, though, what's the housing provider tip of the week?
Housing provider tip of the week is around pest control. I see a lot of pro formas, and if you're buying a two flat or a three flat in the city of Chicago, you have to at least have the mindset that there could be potential pest control for your property. I think pest control ends up being very, if you have a bigger building, I think you have to have some sort of routine, just because you never know at what point or what's growing as far as an issue goes. If you have a two or three flat, you might be able to get away with it for years. Maybe you have cats and that's keeping them away, or your neighbor's got a bunch of cats, or you have a really good block. Sometimes some alleys and some blocks are just horrible pest control for whatever reason. Maybe there's certain people that just have a certain type of garbage and it attracts the rats, or there's a bunch of, you notice that the rats will burrow down underneath the garages, and they set up shop, and then they'll start doing it across all the garages on that block. But my point here is make sure you have money allocated for pest control. Pest control to have will only cost, we're talking hundreds of dollars on an annual basis, but whether it be worked into your maintenance part of your pro forma or it be on a separate line item, just kind of keep in mind. And if you don't need it, which maybe like I said, we have some properties where we have lots of cats and you never have a pest issue ever. And that just ends up being money you can allocate towards something else or just more profit.
Yeah. Even when you're finishing up a rehab and you're going to rent the thing out, like we almost do like the CHA inspection where you just foam everything. Like anytime there's a little gap, you might not have anything in there now, but you never know what's going to come from the neighbor. Right. So just like all those small little gaps, like just pay the handyman to foam it up, call it a day and be done.
Yeah, definitely. And they say, this is always the fun fact of a mouse can fit through anything that's the size of like a nickel. So if you have a little hole that's a nickel size, a mouse can find its way. They have very little bones that they can work their way through.